Is that music coming from you, Corey?
All right, we're live. What music? The game music?
Okay, I don't know. Nope, that's fine. I'm glad that's in. That's good. All right.
All right, so we're back at it again. I'm not lagging as much. My webcams are tripping out, but I should have a new video card coming in next week.
Yeah,
You want
what'd
to
you
jump
get,
into
Corey?
it? I got thanks to Best Buy not allowing the bots to take over the world. I got a 3070.
All right.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, should be very nice.
All right, we're ready to jump into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, bear with me. 2 hours of loading. Should be a little bit better today.
Hopefully not so bad.
Have the music up a bit more.
For those looking for tutorials, I am planning on working on them this weekend. I don't know that I'll have one done, but I am currently working on one. And if all goes well, it's possible that one will come out next week. So just a little update there. While we're waiting on the load screen. Today will probably be more discussion and less play. I think, because we have plenty to discuss and to go over. But if you want to show the new features, Corey.
Sure. So we saw one on the main screen. You didn't see it. We might see it again. What else? We got the improved plus in.
Yeah, which we probably should talk about.
Class icons.
Wait for a second.
No, we didn't have those last time, so we got those in. Yeah.
Yeah, we showed them, but we didn't have them in the game. Now they're in the game.
They're actually in. Gold icon, fame icon, updated.
A lot more readable. As we discussed, I think it was 2 weeks ago, we talked about making those more readable, and I think they definitely moved in the right direction. The fame one, I think, is slightly more readable than the gold one, but I think they definitely took good steps forward. What are you guys' thoughts?
Yeah.
Especially when you go to the quest screen, they're just tons more readable on that page. If you click any building and then click on their quest. Like the church.
Sure, I'll go to the church. That one, right?
Doesn't matter. Whichever one.
I think I just need to put a little bit stronger stroke on the gold. The gold's got a little bit thinner than the fame. That'll probably fix it.
Well, it's the stack of coins. If I had to choose what was causing this one a little bit to be a little less readable, it's the stack of coins behind it. It's not bad. It's like I said, it's way better than the last one. I agree a stroke would be good. Do we have any other ideas on what we want to do there? I mean, it's a pretty important icon, so spending a little time discussing it's not a bad thing.
So I think the coin is falling into the stack of coins, and because there's supposed to be a black line around the whole circle of that coin that's in the front to push it forward. I think it's just so small it's not quite getting that full black pixel. Is kind of what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that coin should be kind of the front. Yeah. Maybe that'll pop it out a little bit more.
It looks great in Photoshop now. I just increased the stroke width a little bit just to see what it would look like. I think that's going to help it a lot.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. What do other games use for their gold icon?
Sack of gold?
You can probably shrink the gold a little bit, but it wouldn't match up here. I'm just thinking like aligning it with the text. And here I feel like it's a bit big.
What's big? The icon? Or
yeah, the icon that takes up the space. I feel like shrinking that down smaller than the space, but then it's not the same size as the fame icon. So fame icon could shrink, but I think that's a good size. For some reason, I want the gold to take up less space. Is it like the right side is like touching the right side of the stack almost? Getting real nitpicky, but
Oh, I gotta be a bit nitpicky.
How'd you
order
feel
to
about
get more
replacing
done.
the stack of coins with a leather bag of coins and just having the one coin in front?
It is
That would make
something
it
I
super obvious.
have thought about, so I am very open to it. I'm just trying to see, do we need more than just the one coin?
I guess not.
I'm not saying that's where we have to stop. I'm saying, like, as small as they are, the less it's there, the better they read.
Yeah.
Trying to look for icons. That's not helpful. There we go. I'm finding a lot of games it's just one coin. Trying to look at different games right now. What does Skyrim use?
I think it's just use a number. I don't know if they even have a. Oh no, they use the symbol. I think they have a symbol for it, like a currency symbol.
Okay.
It starts septic. I can't remember what the currency's called.
So they don't use gold, but that would still be a valid
Septum.
thing to look at.
That's it. It's a septum.
Do you have a link of what it looks like?
It is just a straight up coin.
The stream seems to have gone down, Corey.
I'm changing the source to look at icons and stuff.
Okay.
So yes, it will be back up.
They literally just have the word value or septum. They don't use an
Okay.
icon.
All right. Well, that's not what we're looking for. What other games are good to look at? Maybe.
What's Diablo do? Is that? Oh no, that's a stack of gold. I remember that now. Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Let's look at the different ones. There's 3 different games there.
That's true. I was thinking Diablo 2, which I think is just a stack, right?
Don't remember. I know what it looks like on the ground. Yes, it's a stack.
I think it's a stack in your inventory too. Maybe not though.
Trying to look. Yeah, it's been a long time since I played Diablo 2. Great
Oh,
game.
here we go. I found it. It's 3 coins laying on top of each other.
3 coins laying on top.
Yeah, I just put Diablo 2 gold in inventory. It's not. It doesn't take an inventory slot. That's right. You have an actual slot for gold.
Right, yeah. That I did remember. Okay, let me look. Yeah, okay. So that's similar to what we had last time, but that wasn't translating super well.
Oh, sorry, what are you looking at? I finally got it going.
We were just looking
Diablo
at Diablo 2.
Diablo 2. Now I'm trying to look at Diablo 1. Or
Gold.
Diablo 3, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just what the gold icon was. I don't really like Diablo 2s that much, actually. I'm kind of surprised.
Diablo 3's is just 1 coin, it looks like.
Oh, just a little pool of gold.
Well, that's what it looks like in the game. We're talking about what it looks like in the inventory, like the icon for it. To get it, it was Diablo 2 inventory, and then it'll show it. There you go. There's the inventory. Just click that one.
Oh yeah,
Hopefully it's
3
big
coins
enough.
there.
Yep, the little 3 coins.
Diablo 3's looks almost exactly like WoW's.
Which makes sense.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you? I guess, yeah.
It's their newer design. Newer, I mean, shoot, they're both old as all heck, but. I'm thinking we might just try to go to the 1 coin.
Sure.
And if that doesn't work, maybe we'll have 1 coin standing on a horizontal coin, maybe. I saw that one a couple times when I was looking.
I'm sorry, can you
If we-
repeat that?
We'll probably try just the 1 coin. If we find that too plain, then maybe we'll put 1 coin standing on a flat coin. I saw that a couple times in what I was looking through. But let's start with just trying to go to the 1 coin. And that, because if we go to the 1 coin, we could even put a design on it that makes it our own eventually. Right now we don't need that, but that's something we could do, which starts to build more in the lore. I mean, it's a super small thing, but it's something, you know.
I do have one gym.
Okay. I did just
Yeah,
put up a new one.
a nice broken one.
Yeah.
But that's just a load bug that I've believe fixed now, but unfortunately it saved broken after it loaded broken, so. What else? I think that's all of the different art pieces currently, but the level up one. So when I see this plus, I actually feel like my characters are being healed.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
The talents plus though seems right. Right? You wouldn't put like an arrow there.
Well, I think these tabs probably need some styling and some space for an icon, and then this maybe. The problem I have with the plus there is just that it overflows the space, so we do need to
Sure.
account for that somehow, and that's partially a programming, partially an art thing. And the plus isn't bad there. You're right. Two separate icons then, I guess, at that point. I didn't get the gold frames in yet. I have to completely redo the talent area, which I think is going to be after the next patch, which, might I add, is getting closer and closer. And you guys will see that we have the ability to get items socketed in other items now. It's not done, but it'll save and load a socket in an item. We'll get to that. But when I redo the talent system to something I've been playing with, which is turning out really well, then I think I'll also redo these borders to have a gold one then, all at the same time. But just the new system allows for tremendous amounts more information when you're hovering over it and everything, and it gives us more control over what we're doing. So it should be a very good thing, I think.
Oh, he hasn't spent any points. All right.
I mean, he's got 6. He can go all the way up to the Fire Blast or Flame Blast. Flame Blast.
Cool. All right. So Kyle, I think you were mentioning kind of the grass or something here before last week that I think we skipped into a level and never got back to.
Yeah, it's just the main menu. The town, like art. What if areas feel like they need to be fixed or upgraded or more detailed, things like that.
Well, this one is different than the other levels.
Right, because we use the level builder on the other levels, right?
Yeah, and we probably need to move that direction for this level as well.
Okay.
Which is going to involve needing more stuff. Like, we don't have these kind of grass fawns and these cattail kind of things. But it will allow us to do stuff like make the fountain flow.
I was just thinking that exact one, yeah.
And you know, I don't know, other things, whatever it is that we need. Could make little dust clouds, could do all kinds of things. But right now, we don't have that. So I think, in my opinion, the background is a little too low detail compared to our buildings and stuff, which is not awful, but I think it's a little bit further down. So we'll have to see what happens when we put it through the editor.
Yeah. The buildings kind of want to stand out, though, I would think, right? Those are your locations. The rest of the map doesn't really matter unless they're interactable. Then they would stand out. Like maybe this is potentially, and this would be like an unknown, but everything else seems very detailed. The cave I tend to accidentally hover over a lot, so I catch that, but The bridge is detailed.
Yeah, I agree that it's good to have certain things a little higher detail, but I feel like the background is like a substantially lower detail. And again, running that through the editor is going to fix part of that. But what do you think, Kyle? Where are you at with it?
Yeah, I mean, we don't. I think we should move it over to the editor because they all should be built the same way. Once we do that, though, that completely changes all the stuff I was going to mention and ask about it. So I'd have to kind of just remake it at that point, or get into it once it's redone.
Right. Too early to discuss almost at that point.
Yeah, because I mean, I have to add a bunch of new assets, and it's going to look so different after that point.
We got overflow on an item there. I mean, there shouldn't be that many things. I have the game producing too many items right now for us so we can test things, but it's still bad, so I need to test for it and not allow that.
Cool.
What is that green exclamation question mark? That's just supposed to be an icon for the quest, right?
Those are set quests. So
This, or was it somewhere?
Top left. Exclamation point
Yes.
question marks.
They're set quests. So they're the non-randomly generated quests. They're story quests, however you want to call them. They're, at least for right now, they're required to finish a level.
We should probably make a unique icon for that then.
Why?
For story quests?
I mean, they're green.
Well, that
You
So,
mean
like, the
this,
gold
the
right here?
icon on the menu, or the icon over the building?
maybe both.
When you say unique,
that
you mean
one,
not
it's
an
a
exclamation point?
So
yeah,
these two right here,
or
right?
Maybe
No,
more,
exclamation point means quest. So
well, maybe not an exclamation point, but more also that it fits the game art style because it looks like Zavik's Tower art.
you're saying you want to redo the exclamation point. Is that what you're saying?
So the
Or
icon
are you talking
here?
about this icon? Which one are we talking? Let's talk about one at a time.
Yeah.
Building or menu icon?
Talk about this
Um,
icon first, because it's up
Yeah,
next to
because
each
that's
other.
the same icon.
Okay. If we want to redo that icon, sure.
Yeah. I
But-
think the quest icon should be redone. I like this one.
They're the same.
Sure. But
Okay.
this looks like it has like an overlay, right? Maybe
Yeah,
change
that's what I'm trying
the
to think
outline.
too. Is like it should be, instead of just recoloring it, maybe have an actual different image, like this different in some way.
Currently, I don't agree. Convince me.
Because it looks funny to just recolor an icon for a story quest, especially when I feel like the story should be more important than the side quests.
But a quest is a quest, and thus the symbol for a quest should be the same, and thus, what else are you changing?
Also making
That's
it
my
match the
logic.
style more.
Okay, so I guess that would bring in this exclamation point here then. So what's the difference between this exclamation point and then the exclamation point and two question marks next to it?
That one's cartoony, whereas the one below looks very, it's closer to realistic in a hand-painted style. I just make it match the style more.
Yeah, we can change the icon. I agree with that. We need
Yeah,
to
Okay,
change the
that's,
icon.
that's mainly what I'm trying to get.
That I agree.
So
But-
these, I guess, okay, let's drop these then, I guess. And sucks, it's the top of the screen. My guy up here. Oh, I thought the fog of war would adjust. Do I don't have a moving fog of war around me? I don't understand how that works, but that's a
No,
different
you
topic.
It's
don't.
not fog of war. It's just light.
It's just yeah. But that's a good point. That's an easy thing to add. I think. I think.
Because I'm getting like over here. There's really not much. Whatever. We're getting to a separate topic, but
No, that's good though. I don't want to skip it. We don't have to talk about it. I just want to get it entered. But
okay.
so let's talk these icons. Do we like these icons?
I like these. I think these are plenty good enough to be separate. If we can reuse these in the quest menu, I'm happy with that. With a
Maybe with
border around it or
exclamation
something.
points, right?
Huh?
You're talking about the explanation points?
Yeah. I think on the buildings is good. That's green, yellow. I think colorblind people should have an easy time with that differentiate, like the difference. Green is story, that's pretty common. Yellow is optional. To me, that feels intuitive. I like that. So if we transition that into here, I think that'd be a good move, but we could do it differently also. I just don't see the reason having separate icons, I guess, now thinking about that.
Yeah,
is it
probably gonna
different?
make the explanation look just like one of the frames from that animation.
And then we decided we needed a question mark the other day, right?
But, okay. So this is green and that one's green, but this is yellow and that's green.
What? Well, that one's supposed to be
yeah.
green.
This
This
one,
one-
that's supposed to be green.
No, but if you turn the other one off, it's probably gonna go to yellow. Let's see. No. Interesting. That should not be green.
Okay, so that one
Oh.
should be the yellow then. Cool.
That one should be the yellow.
All right.
Is that the part of the confusion that I was not understanding?
No, I was just looking at that right now. Is that it's not matching up with what the quest says it's giving out.
You might want to scale that church. It's getting a little squished in the menu.
Yeah, it shouldn't be squished, that's for sure. Okay, hold on.
Lots of issues.
Short church.
No, it's good. These are good. Non-story icons shouldn't be green in menus. Church icon in menu is squished. Bad. Okay. As soon as I get the socketing system fixed, then I can start working on these little stupid things that need fixed.
Cool. And just a reminder, I can't see the chat, so make sure you guys are keeping up with that if there is any.
There is no chat currently.
All right. So we got that. Are we happy? That's my opinion. I haven't heard you guys' opinion. So on.
I agree with everything you said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy clap right there. Easy clap.
What's that?
What?
Do you see the extra green dot out in front of him?
It's just showing the pathway.
That shows where he's headed. So if I change that.
Yeah, he will go to that point before going to the next point.
Okay.
That's cool.
Now you confused him.
Okay, so they're little trails. Cool. Yeah, then you know when it's paused. That's good.
We could even use a level if we.
Yeah,
do a
I was
level up
thinking
arrow.
we could improve
We
that,
could do a little arrow.
but I think it's minor.
What if we just use the little level up arrow to point and just place it where the dot is basically pointing?
I don't want to reuse the art. At this
Yeah,
point, we can create,
then it's not a
Okay,
level up
make
arrow.
Make an arrow.
but we could also make it a line rather than just a dot and connect the dots with lines.
Oh yeah, like if you highlight the path he's gonna take, that would be really cool.
Well, then the path would have. Maybe.
Sorry, that was.
No, it's
yeah, I was
fine.
just thinking about that, I was like, oh, that'd be cool.
So should I jump into this? Am I fine to jump into a fight? Do we want to look at more here?
We can jump into a fight. Just make sure the fight has. You probably want to look for a fight that has a socketed item.
So just run time a little bit.
Well, I don't know. Let's see if the.
I don't think one has generated yet. No.
None of those.
Oh.
Not yet. Yeah, I would. Maybe
These
you can
guys
fight
could.
something that has a gem, but you said you already have a gem, but whatever. Pick whatever you want to do. But yeah, we need to get a socketed item is what we really need to get
Okay.
going here.
These guys can spawn them potentially too, right?
Huh?
I guess if I walked in to fight some of these guys walking around the road.
No, they don't give you items. You just get fame for killing them.
Okay.
Fame and gold. proportional to what they have.
Yeah, I do like that when I hit escape, both menus close.
Well, that's good. You got your guy coming after you.
He saw what happened to the other 3 last time. That glitched around a little bit. Alright. Where's he going? Oh, it's in there?
He's headed probably in. Yeah, he's got to go into the cave for where you sent him. Probably need to make that a bit more clear.
Yeah, I was expecting to go in there.
It tells you.
Oh, maybe there's... I can get items in here too, right? While that time's running.
Yes, you can.
That might work.
Hopefully, it'll have at least one socketed item show up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost 50% chance that something has at least one socket on it, so should.
What was the issue with this? You need a new CPU too?
No.
No,
Oh,
it's
oh,
that
look,
he's running
sockets.
monitors off the CPU, which is.
Oh, that's right. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, because you were just opening the video card. I was wondering what was.
Well, there's some socketed items, and
Cool.
yes, I know it's just white square, guys. For anybody watching this, it's temp art, but those white squares mean sockets, so. And the tooltip does not account for it yet. It's very much a work in progress.
Let's get some socketed items. You guys can hear the music this time, right?
Yes, a
Oh,
little
look
bit.
at that. Class icon and everything as you're moving. Like it was before, it was just...
The other 3 look really good on this part, but this one has the sword cut off, so that's something to talk about as well, and you'll
Sure.
see that in a minute.
Yeah, I think maybe having it the circle? I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, I mean, I can put the circle on it.
having the full
that's
class
definitely
icon.
something. But anyway, you'll see the other ones look really great,
Maybe instead of the guild.
and that doesn't even bother me that much. Well, they need to show their guild. Well, I guess they don't because they're red versus green. There's also the possibility there could be a third faction on the map. Currently, the game doesn't have any situations where that happens, but I've been trying to leave that open in the programming.
Okay. And maybe their highlight color could just be different for the different factions then. Here's the mage.
Yeah.
Right, like
So
they
that
highlight
looks
white,
really
but they
good.
could be red by default because you're what? You don't white? White. They're white. Okay. Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
the
we already
green.
talked about changing that to.
Okay.
I think green is what we wanted our friendly highlight to be. Thing is they could be friendly and a different faction. Then what?
Highlight. Well, it depends on what you're doing with HP bars at that point, I think. When
They
have
would
green
be,
HP bars,
It's the same problem, right?
Yeah.
then we should decide maybe one of them prioritizes the team side, or like ally or enemy, and then one prioritizes the other. Like health bars prioritize one and selecting prioritises, or would that just get confusing? We always want them to match.
I don't know. It's a great question.
Or
Because
maybe
there
the
will
highlight-
definitely be 100% for sure there will be friendlies on the map that you can't control.
Oh, why can my priest walk so far?
That's the same.
That first node seems really long.
Looks about right. I mean,
Okay.
Those
Maybe
are-
we should have the HP defined.
it could just be the way he's situated. I mean, he may be getting the maximum distance because of the way the hidden grid is versus his position. But I mean, it was within one grid location, I think. Sorry, go ahead, Kyle.
Oh, summoned.
I'm thinking we should have the HP dictate ally or enemy, and then the selector dictate whether you control the player or if it's AI controlled.
Okay, you're gonna have to give more than just what you
So-
think. You're gonna have to give why.
Green, because the HP. So when you're using attack, spells, and casting, your targets should be red HP and your green HP, because you can see everything at once, so you can take into account all possible targets. Whereas when you're selecting things, you only care about the things you can actually affect, so you don't need to see a highlight on everything. And then you can just gray highlight things you can't control, or red, whatever, some color, and then white highlight the characters you can't control, or green, whatever.
I mean, I don't see an issue with going that route. But the next quest type, and this is nothing I've discussed yet, so I'll just mention it, is trying to save. It's a rescue mission. There's going to be somebody on the map, and if they die, you fail, and if they live, then you win.
Okay, so then they would have green HP and be in highlight gray or red when you hover over them.
But definitely not red.
Probably not red, yeah, actually. I don't think about that. Probably like
Yellow is a neutral
yellow.
color.
There you go. Yeah, that's better than white gray.
White's not awful, but I think I want to move away from the white highlights currently.
I just like the white highlight because it matches the dots, so it's implying this character's following this path. I don't know. That's a total personal bias.
But those dots can change colors too.
Yeah, they don't have to be.
They would match whatever it is.
In fact,
right?
I think we
So-
need new dots because I'm pretty sure those dots are really shrunk down node dots.
I thought I made two. I made you little tiny dots.
I don't know, maybe.
So I've noticed here
I
that
won't pretend to remember every piece of work.
I don't know if we have this a task yet or not, but healing says it does damage.
Oh.
Yeah. That definitely should change. And I'll just make a task. That's fine. Now, if we were rescuing somebody, would it be more fun to have to protect them till they get to a certain point, or would it be more fun to kill everybody before they are killed?
Depends on the level design, unfortunately. Depends on the level layout, to me.
Okay. And in what level layout would be more fun one way, and what level layout would be more fun the other way?
So I think if you ended up between the hostage, or the hostage, I'll just say, or person being rescued, and your enemy, trying to just make sure I'm sorry, hold on. I lost my train of thought on that.
It's alright.
They all want to punk that same guy.
Yeah, well, the threat tables need some work for sure.
Okay, yeah, so if you're between the enemy and the hostage, trying to protect them, I think, is more fun. because you're just trying to make sure they don't get past. You're like making a wall.
It's an unrealistic situation to start at, though, right? Somebody
is,
told
it's
you.
true.
Somebody told you go save this person. The odds that you're gonna show up after being told to save that person and somehow be in between the target and the aggressors is not that we can't do that in a video game. You totally can, but it's an unrealistic situation for sure. Okay, now what's the other situation?
Yeah. And the other situation is if the they're surrounding the hostage and I just want to kill them as soon as possible. I mean, so it just kind of depends. But you being between depends on the lore, because you could say you're going to protect someone and you got there first, and then right after you showed up, the bandits or whatever showed up. Like if it's like a merchant, I'm just thinking.
Well, how did?
You're almost more bodyguards at that point, though.
So real quick, don't lose your train of thought, but the level up icon, did that get updated, or that was the plus that was outside?
No, these are two different icons.
Okay. So then this will probably be like a arrow up or 3 arrows up or something like that, right? Or did we not discuss that?
We
Trying to
talked
remember.
about that last time. It was. I don't remember what we decided. But
Okay.
We have a video we can go back and watch.
Do we have a task for that, or?
I do not know. We have 61 current tasks, so I am not sure. Let me see. I don't see one, but if we're gonna do the arrow up for the other one, we can just use the same icon.
Okay.
And make it the same throughout.
Where can I get to the quest that I'm currently on? Like, I don't know what that quest was for the Light of Drom.
You're looking for a rune, but that's a good question. So I can answer both of those.
Oh, here we go. Recover the relics.
Yes.
Oh, but I can't click on it.
You can't click it. Probably should be clickable.
Yeah, probably bring up the quest details.
Off to the side, just like we'd do it off to the side of the
Yep.
building.
hmm
Makes sense to me, Kyle.
Also, we could
Yeah.
kind of just use this more often, you know? Like, it's down here, the quest that you clicked on. Well, no, because it's kind of...
What if we put that little
Eventually.
icon right next to the top right where it has the sentence, and when you hover over the icon, it shows the tooltip too.
But
Up here?
again,
Oh, all right, wait. I thought you were talking about the quest icon at the bottom, recover the relics, right?
hmm
You're talking about making a pop-up for when you hover over that icon. in
Yeah,
your
so, like,
inventory?
because I'm in here, but I don't know what I'm doing. Right, like, I don't know exactly what my objective in here is. But it'd be nice to see it in here onto what I'm doing for this Light of Drom quest, I believe, right? Yeah, I think it's a Light of Drom quest that I'm doing.
it is a quest for the church, which is the Light of Drum. Correct.
Yeah, and I was just saying that way you don't have to go into a menu to look at the quest info. If you just put that little exclamation point question mark icon to the left of complete quests for Light of Drom, and then you just hover over that little icon.
Well, but the different parties are on different quests. Potentially.
Oh, so you're saying you want the specific party? Okay, I get it.
Right. Only one party can be in the dungeon at a time.
Okay.
So, for instance, at this point, and yes, we can calculate that, and we could just play that all there, but it's also taking up UI space that we don't necessarily need to be taking up.
Sure, but
Whereas
this, we
in
talked
this
about this
menu-
sliding up and to the side as well, so maybe partial redesign in that is coming
Yeah,
in.
I think you're going to have
What was your?
probably two sliders, one for win condition, one for optional quest, but yes.
Yep.
Sure.
Oh, I'm thinking that if you made a little, you wouldn't add any more UI space because you already have those that text indented, so that indent space would just be replaced with an icon.
Well, that is still UI space because it's currently empty and you can see through it, and the other one would not be see-through.
Okay. I guess at that point, actually, you can just hover over the text. It doesn't need an icon. Unless you're trying to differentiate between optional and story quests.
Well, those are win
Oh, it's already
conditions and optional kind of global quests. They're not things you accepted. And so that's something that will need to be fixed, is hovering over the text of complete quest for Eldon's Farm, and I don't think it does this currently. Should pop up what you get as a reward, which those are pretty badass items for completing those optional quests.
Okay.
So we need to make sure that people know what those are.
Yeah.
I mean, they're really badass items. It's kind of like the sword. Like, they're stuff that you will struggle a lot less with the game if you have them.
Can you see a black outline on that sword, Corey, that your character's holding? Is that sword kind of
Yeah.
blend?
I think it has a black outline on it.
Okay. Maybe I should make that a little bit thicker so the weapons
Probably.
out.
The time is paused in the cave, right? Seems
Yep.
like.
Once you enter the cave, nothing happens outside while you are in the cave.
Okay.
And there's a couple reasons for that. I know it's not realistic, but if you were in this cave kind of planning out what you're going to do, and their caves, this is the simplest cave, they're going to get much, much more complicated,
Okay.
including multiple floors and all kinds of stuff.
Cool.
You could be in here forever, and if the other guild is running around collecting fame, you're falling further and further behind, which becomes a detriment to even come into the cave. And the cave is supposed to be a fun thing to do,
Okay.
and I don't want people to feel like they don't want to do it because now they're falling behind on other things. So
Cool. So yeah, you guys were talking about something already when I interrupted with that.
I think we were just finishing it up. Chris was just explaining the different like win and optional quest stuff, and saying that it needs to display the quest rewards.
ooh, that's a good pair of boots. Was that cloth? No,
Yeah.
they're leather, huh? Oh, they are cloth. Ooh, those good ones.
Yeah, I forgot to
We
equip my
all-
last gear, unfortunately. So
We should get the treasure chest in real soon too.
Treasure.
We have that temp treasure chest in there now. It looks like in the top left. Those two. Not in the menu.
We have a different one.
Yeah, I made a treasure chest. That was one of the first things I made actually.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, it was a while ago now, but
Well, I don't know. We'll take a look. I'm not going to be able to comment on specifically what art was created. I think the last art we created prior to restarting a few weeks ago on art was like a year before that. So I'm
yeah,
not
looks
going
like
to
I
have.
made this in March of 2019, so I found it.
Yeah.
maybe seeing how many action points I have on each ability in the icon would be helpful because I keep going down to hover over it. Maybe I'll memorize these once I'm playing it enough, but like if we had a spot, like obviously that's, the hotkey. Maybe top left would be like how many action points.
Okay, so potentially like the bottom of the frame or something. Or
Yeah, I
move
mean,
it
I don't
up,
know, I don't know
like,
where would be the best place, but I do keep looking down to see how many action points.
I mean, it's good.
What about if when you drag out? So when you click a character and drag out to move, what if as it consumed points, it grayed out the ones you no longer have the action points to use?
That could work too.
Does that help? I'm just trying to. I don't want to add more.
It already does that.
Oh, it does do that. Oh, well,
No, of
Okay.
the skills, right? So as I drag this out, my skills
As
will
you
disable.
move.
Yeah. So I'll know which skills I can use after the move very easily. Yeah. So right now,
I think that's good.
there we go.
Yes. I don't know that that's mutually exclusive with also displaying the action points, but I think that's good. Yes.
Right.
put it in right now?
That would solve the issue for me. Just graying out the ability if I.
Well, and the other part is action points. Right now, they're stuck at. I think you can get up to 4 actually.
Oh, maybe we could shrink that icon and put it down in the bottom left or something, right? Like 2 would have 2 of them.
Well, that's
one would have one.
what I was thinking.
Okay, I missed that.
Agreed. I don't know that we need it. I'm not saying we do, but it's an option that we can look at. So how do I even say this? Gray out skill icons in skill bar as move range finder would not allow them to be used anymore. That's not about right?
Yep.
Alright. That's a lot of words for a relatively simple concept. Got those badass boots, man.
Yeah. Want them, Chris? Guess you want them.
Sure. They're good boots, man. 3 spell power. That's
You
good.
don't even have a belt. There you go. Upgrades. Got a way better chest already. Okay, so I guess I'm just correcting the problem rather than talking about it. So, like hovering over, comparing.
Yeah,
Probably-
they need to readjust. But
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't. I thought I did that, but obviously not. So
They do the top and bottom.
right. That's why I said I thought.
I think it's because
done
it's comparing it to it's comparing them, maybe. Like,
I'm sure it is. It's
yeah, this one
just-
goes over to the left.
That's a mistake. That's all.
Okay.
I'll add a ticket for it.
So then this quest that I'm doing, am I going somewhere specific, or is it just random?
You're looking for the relic in the same way that you were looking for the hammer.
Hammer. So it's just random. 2 fights.
Mhm, it's somewhere in here. Yeah. And the rewards for these kind of quests are substantially higher.
Whoa!
Damn! Oh, crap. Gotta blink that out. Well, damn might be okay. I don't know.
Yeah, let's just say it again.
What are we at? Where are we at? We're at
It's not the first 10 minutes, I think. Or
49 minutes in.
49 minutes.
Probably fine.
I don't know. If we remember to get them, then I'm gonna try to get them.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Actually,
Oh,
start in the
that
middle.
It highlights them in the tag up top in the card. I never
Yep.
noticed that.
Yeah, you can use the card to heal or attack as well. So
It's really useful. You have to remember that's there.
I typically only use it for healing. Typically, I use it like the actual map for attacking, but you can use it.
Yeah, it was mostly the healing I was thinking that would be useful for.
Oh, just out of range.
Yep.
Well, but he has Fire Blast too. If you go in your spellbook and add it, I
Okay.
thought you got it for him.
Yep.
Maybe those should auto add. I thought they auto added actually, but I guess they don't. Obviously. We'll see if it's even there. Maybe it's bugged for some reason. But if it's there and it didn't add it to your tool taskbar, that's a mistake. There you go. Check his spellbook. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright.
Oh, because it's one action point. Okay, cool.
Yeah, the instacast ones are, well, that's how I kind of done instacast, is like that.
You can
They're
move real
one,
far.
but they're weaker. And then you have 2s that are stronger and 3s that are even stronger. And then later you'll have 4s as well, which are kind of like more ultimate abilities. At least that's the current plan.
I'm noticing the slash effect is a lot larger than most of the spells, like fire and ice spells. Was that intentional, or is it
Where?
just end up small? When you, yeah, like that heal, look how big it is, the total width, and then compare that total width to like a slash attack, the red slash mainly.
Slash attack.
Just the default attack. I'm sorry, the regular attack. One of his warriors or something.
Like,
So,
the range right
like
now?
this.
The animation, the actual effect.
Yeah, the slash
Yeah,
attack is.
watch this. It's like twice the width of his body in total, I think. Oh, maybe not. Are they randomly rotated? Are there different slashes? One of the slashes used just looked way wider than the others. Maybe in the power attack.
I mean, the slash is supposed to theoretically go along the path of the blade, so...
Oh, okay, so it rotates, because that one was like left to right.
What are you trying...
I feel like the
trying to make a point that I'm
fire
missing.
and ice effect should be as big as that slash effect was.
As wide as they are? Because, I mean, there's substantially more total pixels.
Yes. Yeah, still.
I feel like regular abilities shouldn't be super flashy, personally. But that's my 2 cents on that. I think that... doesn't mean they can't be adjusted at all, but if we're gonna make them look like they have a giant AoE effect on them, then that might be confusing as well.
That's right. Okay. So like Meteor's probably pretty big.
I hope so. I don't really remember. I think it has multiple pieces of art, and I think it has an explosion ring that goes out, if I remember correctly. But well, we could respec Archie and get Meteor and check it out.
Said I was gonna hit harder there than I actually hit,
Well,
I don't
they
think it
have.
takes-
as a minimum.
Yep, they have armor, right?
Okay,
yeah,
so it
they have
doesn't
armor and
calculate the armor.
resistances and all kinds of stuff. And I don't know if that's even trying to take into account for those things.
I mean, it probably shouldn't, or else it'd be really confusing if your damage is jumping all over the place as you like different targets in the pop-up.
Somewhat common to do that, though.
Really? Oh. I thought it was just like, hey, here's if you did true damage, and
You
then
can just
you have to take
right-click it if
jump
you want.
armor.
Just right-click it and see what happens to your damage, and you can decide which one's better.
No, I was looking at overall like tanky as well. The spell resist rating versus the stamina. I think the other stamina is better for him since he gets beat on all the
God,
time.
it's such a well-statted mace.
Yeah.
Even has armor on it.
You dual wield?
I hit you harder, therefore I have armor. Okay.
Well, I mean, that happens
I
in
know.
RPG games. You know, it's. I mean, what's the difference between giving you more armor and giving you more stamina magically? So if you respec him, you can get the.
I can respec right now. Okay.
There you go.
How much does it cost? Can you just respec whenever you want, or does it cost money? I've never actually ended up respecing.
You can currently respec whenever you want.
Okay.
That doesn't mean it's gonna stay that way.
Okay, so what do we want to test the meteor?
Just want to see what it looks like.
Okay.
What the current state of it is currently.
I can just walk up and grab this now, right? I get goodies?
Yep. Walk up and get your goodies.
Yeah. Look at that. All that armor, that's... Oh, plate? Okay.
Well, the icon's not great there, but we can do some work there.
What icon?
Well, it doesn't look like a plate icon.
Oh. Okay.
It's just
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of that art
you
is
got a
still as
2-socket
updated art.
item there, just to show that to people.
Yeah.
I'm going up the side like that.
Those pants are 2 sockets. The 3 sockets max currently.
Yep. 3 sockets max currently.
I guess that would be better. I don't know how.
I mean, yeah, that armor. It's so much armor. Like, look at your physical resist 36, and then right click the old one.
Where's my physical? Okay, 36%. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's huge. 12% less damage taken from physical. That's massive.
Those are gloves?
Well,
Dang,
you
that's
went
huge
from
for-
items you started the game with, which are hot garbage, and then you got an epic out of the dungeon. The only thing you could get better stuff from is from the boss fight at the end. These dungeon fights have the highest, tied for the highest other item value for a level. The other one is the church fights and I believe the tree fights.
I think I could do one more fight before I probably have to go home and take a nap.
Oh, that one's got a. Is that a 2-hander or a 1-hander?
Ooh, a 7, a 7, and a 6. Oh man, the 2-hander.
That's a bit high. Ah, that's why its damage is.
I'm like out of mana going into this. Let's see how it goes.
Hey man, you chose the fight, dude. You chose the fight.
Yeah. Whoa. Hey. Calm down.
Ladies
Said
and
you
fishes.
should.
You got plenty of health though. Only your goblin is.
And you got 12% less damage now on that guy, so.
I would stick him right in their face.
Yeah.
Or maybe throw a taunt from
This
there.
guy.
I would either put him in their face or I would throw a taunt to make sure that they don't beat the hell out of somebody else.
Can you still use taunt? Oh yeah, it looks like it. Oh yeah, or can you? Or you
Taunt has a range.
Probably him.
I couldn't remember if it took 2 action points.
Oh. You need Meteor? Oh, you want to cast a fire spell so that you get a latent fire, and I don't remember how many latent fire Meteor needs.
2.
2 latent fire. You're not gonna have the mana to make it happen.
Not with these resists.
Well, you get the latent fire regardless. Because it's on the cast that the latent fire is created, not on the hit. It also removes the game being too variable on those kinds of misses. I mean, the miss already sucks. It already hurts. You know, you're like, oh, damn. And then again, I say these words. Where are we at? I don't have a timer. What I'm looking at. It's time.
We just hit 1 hour. It's next to the view count.
1 hour.
It isn't for me. That's weird.
Really? You don't have a red little 3?
I have view count. I have a weird thing going on here. I'm just gonna refresh and see what happens. Alright, yeah, that I don't know why it was that way. Maybe because I was already here. Weird. Anyway, it already hurts bad enough to have a resist or a miss happen, or a dodge, or any of those things that negate your damage. I don't necessarily think it's a good idea to remove your ability to stack the abilities you're trying to create as well. Like, you're building that meteor currently. I don't think you'll have the mana to pull it off, but I could be wrong. He has the too late fire. We'll see if he can cast that for 15. If you can, then it's too cheap. But
Which person had the meteor? Wait, which character?
Archie, the unhooded mage.
Oh yeah, 15. It's pretty low.
If you can cast that, meteor's too cheap.
20. No.
20's probably too cheap. How much mana do you have? 93. 20's probably too cheap as well. These are little balancing questions we're gonna have to grapple with a bit. Meteor is one of the more powerful things in the game currently. It needs to move down on the talent tree. It's too powerful for a level 6 character to have, 5, 6, whatever it is. Because I think you start with 2, so then 6, so level 5 character to have. That is what it is.
5, and I have 4.
Well, I mean, what can I tell you?
Didn't plan it out. Gotta go beat him up. I can still attack, nice. $40 to $55. Oh yeah, this guy's going down. That one was accurate. He was like a tank. Did it. And I get loot.
Mm-hmm. Lots of loot. Loot everywhere.
Yeah, so the sockets are not going to be this common starting out, right?
That is a good discussion to have. How prevalent do we want the system to be? The more you limit the system, the less prevalent it becomes, right? Whereas the more that they are available to you, the better you can, the more you can use the system and enjoy it. So it just depends on how common the system in general will be. You didn't get the quest item, huh?
Nope. Oh, don't fight him, please. I don't have mana for this.
Oh, you're fighting him.
Level 1s.
Yes, they
Oh
go.
no!
Yeah, they're bugged. They don't do nothing. You don't
Wait.
want to lose.
Huh?
You don't want to lose all of that fame, not in my opinion. That's an easy battle. It won't be later, but once I fix it. But right now, it's an easy battle. Might as well take it. Yeah, I don't know. What percentage do you guys feel the sockets should appear?
So I feel like sockets are a bonus to gear, right? So
Yeah.
gear's getting better as time goes on. I feel like it's a later game thing or a higher difficulty type of thing. Like,
When you add a slot to a weapon or something, does it lower any of the? It doesn't affect any of the other stats. Just added on top, right?
Currently, it does not affect anything, but it doesn't have to not affect anything.
I would like to see them very frequently because I've played a number of games with socket systems and I just never ended up using it because it just wasn't frequent enough. And I always thought that was a waste because there's really cool systems.
Okay.
So I'd say pretty common, and it also is good for economy too because you have to be paying a lot if you want to keep like changing out your sockets and stuff.
Yeah.
sure, okay, I could see that.
But it's definitely something we can tweak. We don't have to be stuck to anything right now. Getting a socket is about 50% chance. And getting 2 sockets on your non-chest pants two-hander is 15 or 20%, can't remember. I guess I could look it up real fast.
So getting 3 sockets is like less than 5%.
It's a 10%
Pretty
chance.
rare, about 10%.
And it can only
Okay.
happen on chest, pants, and two-handers currently.
I like that. Oh, that gives a good reason to use a two-hander. That's cool.
Well, but you can get 2 sockets on your main hand and 2 sockets on your other thing. So there's a chance we may need to go to 4 sockets max on a two-hander. But right now, that's not where it's at. So, okay, so it's a 10% chance to get the 3rd socket. It's a 15% chance to get a 2nd socket on a non-chest pants two-hander. So essentially 1 in 7, 1 in 8.
And that's not, is that cumulative odds? Like it
Oh,
runs
he got
each scenario,
jacked.
or is it just flat 10% of gear will have 3 slots?
Well, it's a random roll. So the other thing about making slots too rare is that it means like a quote-unquote perfect piece of gear becomes extraordinarily rare.
Yeah, I
Right.
definitely lean much more towards more common than more rare.
I do too. I just don't know what the definition of common is for me right now. I know it's not 1%, but is it 50%? You know, like I don't know. I'm not sure. I think gems are going to be relatively common in the game.
Yeah, I could see that. If you use it more of an in-game thing, you don't really use it. No point in gathering gems. You're hoarding.
Well,
You're getting them all the time. You're
an
actually
early
using
game
it.
and in-game thing,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
right?
Like,
Because you're going to be able to remove them out, so you never lose your gems.
right.
So the
You
late
get
game
used
it
to
may
the
be
system
the only
early.
way you're improving your character potentially. Until you get that perfect piece that shows up just right, you know. But I guess once you get back, maybe just show a gem going in, and then that's probably good for this stream. We're already well over an hour. So, oh, why are you laying down? Oh, because he got wrecked.
Because I was paused. Yeah.
He got wrecked.
Wait, what? Oh, because you're okay.
The one character got wrecked, and then in your stash, you should be able to add that in just to show it working, because maybe somebody waited an hour to see that. So.
Yeah.
And
So just
then
throw
I
that
know
in.
this one's bugged, but yeah, you should just be able to drag it right on top and drop it in, and it should go right in.
So I'm duping.
What?
Click it. Like you see, every time I click it.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Still-
Well, stop doing it.
Stop.
No, you're gonna break the game. Don't do that. But anyway,
So yep, it's in there. I had to show you,
yeah.
and it's delayed.
No, you had to show it 5 times. All right, I got it.
Just want a bunch of rubies.
Anyway, well, they're 0 strength rubies. They won't do anything anyway.
Show them back.
Well, it was a broken item to begin with, but yes, I will look into that. That's definitely a bug, but I didn't drag it on itself. Good pickup, good find.
Cool. But yeah, then
let's
that would
see.
display there, but it does display in the icon now, so you can see that when they are gemmed out. Cool.
So yeah, I mean that's the big system that I'm working on. That's my big focus, and it's making progress. We had gems last week. We didn't really get to see them stacking. You saw stackable items now because of the duping issue.
Yeah.
That I will fix. And so stackable items is a big thing. We're going to have stackable items. It's something that is going to be used not just for gems, but it is there. You can see there's 31 of them there. You saw a gem getting socketed in. Again, they just save and load right now. They don't actually calculate through all of the stats. There's no ability to remove them yet. There is a lot still left to do, but we're making progress week by week, and I want you guys to be able to see that. That way, when I get told that I'm not doing anything, I can at least point and say, look, no, I really am doing something. And I know it's slow progress. I understand everybody wants it faster. I understand. I'm trying. And we have the team here to do it now, as you can see. And we are spending a decent portion of our weeks on this project now. As I mentioned, I'm going to be doing some tutorial stuff tomorrow. If I have extra time available, I will be working on this game as well. So I'm working, when I say tomorrow, today's Friday for YouTube people. Tomorrow's Saturday. And I'm trying. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying these conversations, kind of seeing where our minds are at and getting a glimpse into what it's like to have to go through these different problems, especially with 3 different brains. You end up with sometimes 3 different ideas, and then you got to weed through what is best and what's not. So anyway, I think that's a good spot to end it. Anybody else agree?
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.